8 local governments of Ebonyin North and Central. And the project was split into 8 lots. And the 5 international companies bid it, and 1 and the 3 local ones. And we are very grateful, Mr. President. Most of the lots are completed, and today they are valuable for your commission. The international airport, Mr. President, that is named after you. When I mooted the idea to give the name to you, you said no, we should give it to His Excellency Akanwebe. And I reminded you that you have already given Akanwebe the one at Enugu. You reluctantly. I don't know whether you accepted, but we imposed it on you. And so the name is President Muhammadu Buhari International Airport. It has the international wing, it has the local wing. I don't want to say what the aviation ministry have been saying, but it's been adjourned to be the best in Nigeria and the first to have a runway of concrete pavement, which means that zero maintenance for the next 50 years. We want to thank you very highly. When we had challenge of funds to buy the remaining equipment, Mr. President, you quickly wrote to the Ministry of Finance to do everything to give us loan. That loan was given to us, Mr. President. Today, we are done, and it is a thing of pride for the nation Nigeria. I'm talking about this, your airport, sir. And I want to thank you and your team for approving the takeover of this airport, sir, and even also to refund us. We are very, very grateful to the Federal Executive Council. The airport has commenced operation, and we have given out free flights of 50 capacity, plane twice every week. One from Lagos, one from Abuja. And it is not just for Ebonyans. Anyone that would travel through this airport is going to board this flight free of charge for the next 4 weeks. It is important to thank the Minister of Aviation. We remain very, very grateful to him. From the point of conceptualization of this airport to the final approval for flight to continue, even for the arguments, for the takeover and for the refunds. My dear brother, the Minister of Aviation, Ebonyi State, we remain grateful to you, and I'm happy we have honored you with one of our, highest awards, to appreciate you. Mr. President, you gave us an assistance I'm not sure anyone ever received. When we had the very unfortunate landslide, and what's the history of Ebonyi State, Handover, Africa, now it is either local government. And that is the very week you appointed, a son of the soil from there, the Honorable Minister of State for Health, and nobody could pass. And that was the only road that was leading Ebonyi State to have their state even to Port Harcourt. I want to you. Surprisingly, Mr. President, you released an intervention fund of 1.5 billion to Ebonyi State. Thank you very much, sir. We have turned our woes there to a very good success. We had people displaced there. We are building about 20, duplexes there for them. We've turned the landslide to a tourist center and turning all the problems there to an event center. That project is done. Mr. President, is available for you to commission. Now refer me to thank you, Mr. President, for the David Umahi Federal University. Thank you for naming this university. I'm told that it's only one other name in the history of Nigeria that got the name, the university named after him. It is an undeserved honor, Mr. President. Thank you very much for the takeover of that university. Today we have about 1,500 workers there. Today we have over 2,000 students going there. It remains the best medical university in this country. It remains the best university in this country. It is a place, a community to behold. It is the pride of this nation. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the ecological problems of the Abakaliki city. Before we came on board, this ecological problem was started by my predecessor, the funding and the approval. Unfortunately for me, the construction started in my own tenure. Today we have done 19.13 kilometers of Abakaliki flood control measures. A sight to behold. Before now, we used to lose a lot of people during the flood, not to talk about properties. This project is available for you to commission, Mr. President. Finally, Mr. President, we have the Onweke Oshiri Onitsha Obiozara route, 38.3 kilometers available for you to commission, Mr. President. And let me finally thank you, sir, for a number of projects you have done in Ebonyi State. What about the limestone planners that is going on at Okoto? What about the salt infrastructure that is going on in Ukuru? We want to thank you. I want to thank you for the second Niger Bridge, one of your biggest, in the southeast and in this country. Thank you, sir. And the southeast governors have named that after you. We are very grateful to you. Let me finally plead with Mr. President, as you go out of office, God is with you. Please sign the university that the National Assembly have done is before the Chief of Staff. It will be good, Mr. President, that you sign it into law. It will help us a lot. Please, Mr. President, give us a letter for the import takeover and of course its concession for the refund. We will be very, very grateful, Mr. President, for you to do this for us. And finally, I thank you, sir, for supporting me during the primaries, for the emergence of our Speaker, who is now the governor-elect. And we have decided as a state, sir, to give you the highest honor award, Mr. President, in appreciation of who you are to us, in appreciation of your brotherhood, in appreciation of your standing for the unity of this country, sir. And we confer today to you the great Grand Commander of Ebonyin Hall of Fame. And when our new leader emerges, sir, the governor-elect, when it's coming, I assure you, sir, that we'll be coming to Daura to thank you and to present this award. We are ever grateful to you. We remain grateful to you. And I want our people to put our hands together very well for Mr. President. Appreciation. Can you be upstanding and put your hands together for Mr. President, please?